In this video, I'm going to demonstrate database security part 1. So according to this question, so the first update, so I've done the first update. So, and the first update was showing me the few lines was showing me only the sample. So it was interrupted because of the thing that I was doing before so I could not show it. But this is the latest one now. So the latest one, so you can see now I have all of this. So some of them were repeated twice, like some of the backups because of the work that I was doing. But you can see the latest backup. When you query through it and execute, you could see that this is the latest backup, the one I had. So and also, so one of the things that I used was to back up was in the database was this. This was the one of the method I've used, so I could right click the database that I want. Let me say right here, I can right click, then click the task and backup. If I want to restore, I can come right here. If I delete, assume that I can delete right here and come back and restore it. And that is how I was able to do it. In each of these, I can delete and restore. So I can also restore, I was able to restore the Boolean test name. So what I was able to do was to go like in the backup where these files are loaded. You could see now the sample, the Boolean, Boolean samples development. So this is other thing that I was doing. So, but for me to back up in the database, I could come right here, right click on the database, then come to restore. If I want to restore with the new name, right click here. I can write, let me say I want to restore it with a different name. Let me say sample underscore test. Yeah, then dig into it, come to the files. Yeah, right here I can click, this is a sample backup. I click OK. So right here I can change the name to be, let me say other thing apart from the test. Since I have the test here already, I can say test 1. And before I do that one, I have to change the direction of the file, to change the directory of the file, because I can come to files and relocate. So now I'm able to change it. So I'm able to do this. I can be able to click OK. And it went successfully. You can see now there is a sample test 1. There's the backup procedures that I was able to use in creating the samples, and it went well. So another thing that I want to explain to you is the backup, is the restore. How to restore the data using the same name, and it is the same thing that I have done explaining to restore. Yeah, the first one I demonstrated. Yeah, and the backup I was able to show you how it was done. So another thing was to log in using the cloud, yes, and change the name. So the first thing I've done was to change the name here, to copy. Yeah, copy the name and name it lual.sample, then log in into my server here in the cloud, change it, upload. I can come right here. I can come right here and upload. After uploading, you can be able to copy it now. So this is it. It is called Docker CP Lual Boolean development like this, and it is in the home directory. So when I run it, it can be able to copy it. So if I log in the database system, I'm using the cloud server. So, and you could see here the server that I use and logged in. You find that I have already here two of them of my name. It is Lual Sample Development and Lual Bowling Development. So these are some of the things you can find them if you log into the cloud. And these are some of the members file that I find there that are also participating. So, and that's how I was able to do it using the development, uh, like to change the name files. Uh, so, and it went successfully. So about the copying using the SQL command line, SQL CMD, and also GCP. So I was able to copy them and it went well. And if you go to the directory right here, you could see that is the DBA. You could see here, there is bowlers and bowling. So, and I was able to demonstrate this right there. Yeah, in the CMD. Let me come right here. So you could see here, I back in the bowlers table, and yeah, and it went well. So I can also back up and change the name to be bowler scores. Let me say bowler scores underscore, then change the file name right here to be bowling.txt. If you execute, it can run and it is copied here. So if you can go to the other side, if you go to using the SQL CMD, I can say right here, SQL CMD, by enter, it is connected. So I can say use example, sorry, let me say use a bowling league example. And say go. You could see it's right there. So if I select and count everything from bowler underscore scores and run, then say go, you could see 134 rows are there. So I can also say delete. Let me say now delete from, just I will not put a while clause to specify vicinities, for example. Then say bowlers bowler underscore scores. Then we say go. You can see that it rows they are affected. Yeah, and I can say again, I can select again whether I will find. Then you see it is 0 and only one row affected. So for me to make sure that everything is backed up and restored again, I can use a backed in. I can use in statement. So right here I can change. So this one bring it back into the database. But right here I'll take it to the where it is back up to C drive. That is DBA folder. So right here I can change it to in. Then run it. You could see right here. So if I go back to SQL CMD, then say select everything. You could see right there 144 rows are already backed up. So this one really helped to find, so to explain and okay, to make sure that everything is uploaded and is secure, even if it is delete or interrupt. So you have to make sure that your database is not at risk by doing a backup utility, BCP and SQL command line utility to help you put this thing to make sure that the system is set up. And for you to make sure that if you can come right here to the folder, you can see the bowlers and you can see the bowling. And I can do both those tables. I can do both can delete any and I can bring it in. I can use in to bring it back into the data to restore it in another format. So, and that is the demonstration for all about this week. And thank you.